let's do this for the men. Sometimes when people are hard on you, some of the hardest critics in your life, it could be a family member, it could be a friend, it could be a coworker, it could be an educator, it could be a boss. Sometimes what I want you to do is listen. Remember, I was talking about assessing folks' character. But I want you to assess the information that somebody's giving you. Meaning behind that, sometimes the words and sometimes what folks are trying to tell you or to convey to you is information that actually is going to make you better. That's actually going to make you better. It's going to make you grow in character. Sometimes what happens, it comes in different forms. You got folks who may be a little bit more vocal. They may be a little bit more aggressive. They may sound a little bit more insulting. And all of those messages or all of those responses to you or statements to you or critiques to you, there's some remnants of things that you need to hear that are actually going to better your situation, that are going to make you a better person. Case in point, you could have had, maybe when you were younger, you could have had a teacher who was really on top of you, really, hunkering down on you, constantly, pushing you and giving you these grades that you felt you didn't deserve. And you come to find out that maybe that teacher may have said, you know what, I expected more of you, so that's why I pushed you. And it's just in their own way that they chose to convey their messages to you, to help support you, to help you grow, because they saw something more potential that you had that you didn't think that you had. So it's the same thing in any of those other aspects that I talked about just a few minutes ago. That sometimes when people say certain things and it sounds very insulting, it feels demoralizing. It feels like this person is looking to provoke you. They're trying to get you angry. You got to assess what's coming out of their mouth and what they are saying that possibly may be something, and maybe a message that you need to hear because you don't hear it any other way. Folks may be telling you in a much nicer way or a little bit more of a pleasant way, but you're not necessarily hearing that. And sometimes that could be one of these crossroad types of moments. Crossroad, I've had many of them, where I've listened to what somebody was saying and I didn't interpret it as a negative. I took it as, you know what? That's a message for me to hear. There's something in that message for me to hear in order to enhance my life, to change my life. So don't get caught up so much with wanting to assume that something is negative, that this person is really trying to, unmotivate you, trying to take away from your energy, trying to stop your progress. Sometimes there's messages in what folks are saying that will help better your life, enhance your life, grow your life, grow you as a person, give you some character. And it just comes in a different kind of form that you're not necessarily expecting. So make sure any and everybody that you come in contact with. I learned something from a cat I think I talked about this way back in one of my videos. I remember this cat when I was in college, one of the colleges I went to, in HBCU, Norfolk State. And I remember this a cat that was from around my neighborhood, and he was a weed head. And I remember him, he and I were arguing, and we just were, going back and forth about something. I can't remember what it was, but then he came to me and he said, "Don't question me until you question yourself." And that was like it was like a stunner, because I was like, this cat, like, you trying to drop knowledge on me? You trying to give me some kind of wisdom? Don't question me until you question yourself. Meaning that if I'm not as pure in what I do and who I am, then how could I question this man? If there's things that I have in my background, or there's a way of thinking that I have, how can I question what this man is doing? So he was basically telling me that anytime I had an argument, is I better make sure that I'm on the right side of that argument when I'm talking to whoever I'm talking to, or whoever I'm giving advice to. Make sure that you're on the right side of that. Make sure that you are doing what you say you're doing. You're walking the walk. You're talking the talk. That's the point. Now, the man can't go to the freaking park like I was going before, man. The cat got injured, man. I was doing all of this stuff, man, trying to be like, Gyal Monfils, one of these super tennis players, professionals, man. And I was trying to get myself ready to be competing and all other stuff, man. And did something, injured myself. Now I got to take some weeks off. So I can't go to the park, man. I got to rest. Maybe there's a reason for that I got to rest. Understandably so. But anyway, I'm going to catch you on the next note. Peace out.